Welcome to one of Focal's largest, high quality, iconic, and most popular ranges out there. It is the Focal Flax Evo series. These guys are available in many different configurations and sizes, so you can put them about just in any car you like. They are rich in history, French made, engineered, quality control to the max. What more could you want? These speakers began development in the early 2010s as Focal was looking for a natural bass alternative that could offer its signature sound. Production started in 2013 in home audio, and the exact same technology was opened up into car audio as well. The motivation was to create a lightweight, rigid, and well-dampened cone that could be produced in France sustainably. Flax is a plant-based fiber derived from the stem of a flax plant, which has been cultivated in France for centuries. The flax material is harvested, cleaned, weaved, and then the pressing begins to create the sandwich cone that Focal uses in their speakers. Focal manufactures these cones entirely in-house in their Saint-Etienne factory in France, maintaining strict quality control and performance tuning. Flax is lightweight and rigid for more accurate sound and less distortion. It also carries a neutral sound, meaning there is no artificial coloration in the music. This is exactly how the artist intended. Over 100 prototypes were made using different fiber types and layering techniques. They also face the problem of production at scale while keeping quality control to a max. After all these challenges were overcome, we were left with what we have today, which is the Focal Flax Evo series. Now, the Flax is a key product in Focal's home audio lines, in their in-wall, their tower, and their bookshelf speakers. Flax outperforms its competitors at its price point because it offers a more consistent, detailed, and accurate sound. The speakers in the range use the TAM tweeter, which has a very wide and pronounced frequency range, especially in an off-axis position, which often results in a higher sound stage within a vehicle. Key parametrics from these Focal Flax series speakers is that they go up to 28k Hertz. Now, humans can hear up to about 20k Hertz and below, and what this means in these speakers is they are extremely over-engineered, so you're getting a lot of value from buying them. If you listen to things like classical, rock, jazz, where you're often listening to the top end of those notes, the speaker cone is extremely light too, so you're gonna get that real fast movement in the woofer cone, which delivers an accurate sound. So if you're interested in those high-end, high-quality audio and instrumental music, these speakers are extremely useful for you. To bring out the Focal Flax range, we have the 5¼ inch component series speakers. If you have a European model car that we don't have a plug and play solution for, these are likely gonna be the best option for you. Now, these speakers come with our high-end TAM tweeters, even though they are a smaller size. They come with adjustable crossovers and grills to suit, so you can fit them in a different amount of vehicles in a range of ways. Now, they have a 60 watt RMS with a 120 peak, and they have a frequency range of 75 to 28k Hertz with a sensitivity of 90.5 dB. Next is our core range 6½ inch speakers. They come as a coaxial with the tweeter in the center, or a component with separate tweeters, crossovers, grills, and mounting cups to make life easier. These guys are 70 watt RMS with a 140 peak, 90 dB sensitivity, and a frequency range of 60 to 28k Hertz. So if you're in the market for a standard 6½ inch series speaker, you're most likely going to find these in the front of a vehicle and these in the rear of a vehicle, matched with a sub and an amplifier, and they will be a perfect system that'll bring out the acoustics in your music. Alongside our core 6½ inch Flax range speakers, we have two specialized products from the range. The first is a slimline speaker, so if you are strapped for space in your door and you need a little less mounting depth, these guys are definitely the ones to go for. You do lose a slight bit of bottom end in it due to the smaller magnet size, but you still maintain that Focal Flax signature sound. These speakers have a RMS of 60 watts, a peak of 120 with a sensitivity of 91.5 dB, and a frequency range of 70 to 28k Hertz. On the other hand, if space is not an issue, you can upgrade from the standard FE to the FXE, and what you'll get is a beefier crossover with the ability to have a bi-ampable application. The woofer will also give you a little bit more bottom end. So these speakers are an 80 watt RMS with a 160 watt peak, sensitivity of 90.5 dB, and a frequency range of 55 to 28k Hertz. To round up the Flax speaker lineup, we have the big guy, which is the 3-way system. Now, this comes with a 3-way mid and a 6½ woofer with the TAM tweeters and a crossover to match. They are 80 watt RMS with a 160 watt peak, 90.5 dB sensitivity, and a frequency range of 60 to 28 kHz. If you are installing a three-way system in your vehicle, the number one problem people have is finding a mid that will fit in a small gap. This Flax mid is a very shallow depth with a shallow surround, so out of most systems that you'll come across, this guy will be able to fit in most applications. The Flax range consists of 8-inch, 10-inch and 12-inch subs. They come in both slimline and full size. They're based around being highly accurate and well-performing subs without needing a large amp because of their low RMS. Our 8-inch sub range consists of a full-size 8-inch and a slimline 8-inch. The full-size 8-inch is a 250 RMS with a 500 peak and a sensitivity of 82.5 dB. The frequency range is 39 Hz to 500 Hz, and they go in a sealed or a ported box. A sealed box from 10 litres to 15 and a ported box from 10 litres to 20. Alternatively, you can use our slimline Flax sub. It has an RMS of 200 watt, a peak of 400 watt, a sensitivity of 86 dB, and a frequency range of 41 to 400 Hz. So you do lose a little bit of that bottom end because it has a shallower mounting depth and a smaller magnet. However, it still allows you to run an 8-inch Flax sub without being restricted for the space you have. Looking at the magnet in this sub, it is almost the same depth as a 6.5 woofer, so you can imagine how slim this is and the amount of places you can put it in. This Flax sub can only go into sealed boxes from 6 litres to 9 litres. Next is our 10-inch Flax subwoofers. They come in full size and slimline. The full size has an RMS of 300 watt, a peak of 600 watt, a sensitivity of 85 dB, and a frequency range of 33 to 500 Hz. This sub is able to be mounted in either a sealed enclosure from 10 litres to 25 litres or in a ported enclosure from 25 litres to 30 litres. Our 10-inch slimline Flax sub is by far one of the most popular subs we have at the moment. They definitely go in things like dual cab vehicles and utes where space is an issue. Now this sub is a 280 watt RMS with a 560 peak, 86 dB sensitivity and a frequency range from 41 to 500 Hz. They only go into boxes from 12 litres to 18 litres. To wrap up the subs, we have the Flax 12-inch slimline. This has an RMS of 300 watt, a peak of 600 watt, a sensitivity of 89 dB, and a frequency range of 33 to 500 Hz, so a much larger frequency range than all the subs came before it. It can only go in a sealed box from 18 litres to 25 litres. The whole Flax range uses a 4 ohm resistance and the subs run on a single voice coil. Now, if you are looking to put Flax in your vehicles, I would 100% recommend amplifying them. Either use the Focal Impulse amplifier or our FPX series amps, and they will bring out the detailed and accurate sound that these Flax speakers can deliver.